House power, and I didn't mean, that's not a misspelling. That's not horsepower. It's house power, but it's kind of related. So think about it. In tech, we have kind of like this decentralized microservices kind of methodology. We kind of like, pull together and we aggregate cycle time, computing power across, systems in a hyperscale environment. And here we are, Tesla is coming out and saying, hey, listen, we've got a real crunch here in terms of overall power and infrastructure. We have a solution. So what are they doing? So like they have this tech where they want to unite energy. That's what they're calling it, uniting energy. And they're changing their product structure. So they used to sell, hey, you can buy, these tiles that you want to get in terms of power cells. And then you can also have like our centralized power, for the house, for the home unit. Now they're saying like, you cannot buy those things separately. You buy it as a bundle. You're buying a system. And this system is now going to plug into, a broader network. And this is kind of interesting. Like MIT, they did a research here, and they said that the U.S. can reach a zero carbon grid by more than doubling its transmission capacity. And another one from Princeton University, another study said that showing that the country may need to triple, not double, but triple its transmission systems by 2050 to reach net zero emissions. So it's not just about net zero emissions, but I mean, we experienced, infrastructure failure in Texas. And so the question is, how do we respond to it? They're now going and saying, well, look, let's take this to the micro level. Let's take it to the house level. You're going to be able to get your own energy. You're going to be able to push energy back into the grid. We're going to solve this one house at a time. What do you think about that, Kyle?
So is this kind of, Tesla has their Elon Musk has Tesla, SpaceX, right, and Solar City, right? The whole solar project with the solar roof tiles and all that stuff. So is this essentially combining, it sounds like it's combining a couple of those things, right? Solar City and Tesla in a lot of ways here. So you're talking about combining that to produce your own electricity and to be your own distributed power plant in the way that you would kind of like how blockchain works, right? Where you're actually very parallel to that, right?
Oh, so much.
Where you are your own node on this network now, where you could share and you get compensated for that share. You could take and you have to pay for that take, right? You're sitting there and you're contributing to this like network of almost decentralized power plants, right? It's a distributed power plant, but it might as well be, say, a decentralized power plant.
It's like a lot of things today, like even crypto, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're investing in crypto, you're buying crypto, you're lending crypto, like here you have this, this essentially this one unit that is collecting solar power, converting it into energy, powering your car, powering your house, having redundancy and backup in the event of an emergency, but also just plain and simple on the daily.
Yeah, and then you have too much of it, you have enough of it, you have more than enough, you can take that extra and pawn that off, right?
No waste.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that idea. Now, that's not to say you're going to wake up one day and say, we've arrived, we've adapted. It's a constant struggle and a constant battle to continuously adapt.
We've adapted. We're there.
Yeah. That doesn't exist.
Well, there's a great saying that kind of builds on what you just mentioned, which is like, how do you open up a small business? You open up a big one.